When we hear the word contrast, most of us imagine something simple, black text on a white page or bright red button that pops out. Easy, right? But then designers throw around terms like WCAG ratio and formulas, and suddenly contrast feels complicated. So in this video, I am going to make it simple. We will look at what contrast really means, why it matters for everyday things like apps and websites, and even when it's okay to bend the rules for style. What is contrast? Contrast just means difference. When two things look different, your eyes notices them. It could be difference in color, like yellow on black. It could be difference in size. A big headline was a small text. Without contrast, everything blends together. With contrast, you know where to look first. Think about using an app. How do you know which button to press or which text matters most? Contrast tells you. When a button changes color on hover, that's contrast, showing you it's clickable. When an error message flashes in red, that's contrast telling you to pay attention. Contrast is how apps communicate with us, even without words. Now let's talk about the technical side, WCAG, that stands for Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. It's a set of rules that makes sure websites and apps are readable for everyone. The math looks scary, something like L1 plus 0.05 or L2 plus 0.05. But don't worry, you don't have to calculate this yourself. Tools do it for you. Here's the important part. Normal text needs at least a 4.5 is to 1 ratio. Large text needs at least a 3 is to 1 ratio. Ratios go from 1 is to 1, no contrast like white on white, to 21 is to 1 maximum like black on white. And here's something many people don't realize. In many countries, following WCAG isn't just good practice, it's the law. Accessibility regulations like the ADA in the US or Section 508 for government websites require proper contrast. So it's not only about better design, it's about compliance and protecting businesses from legal trouble. How to use contrast checker tools. In Figma, you can find plugin like contrast checker. Just select your text and background, run the plugin and it instantly show you the ratio and whether it passes AA or AAA standards. If you are not in Figma, you can also use free tools like WebAIMS, contrast checker or browser extension. So you don't need to guess, the tools do the hard work for you. Good versus bad contrast example. Let's see in an action. Here's black text on yellow. Contrast ratio 19.5 is to 1. Super readable. Now here's light gray text on white. Only 1.6 is to 1. Hard to read, especially outdoor or if you have vision problem. Good contrast is a clear communication. Bad contrast is a confusion. The nuance when subtlety is okay. But here's the thing. Not every single element should scream for attention. Sometimes subtlety is good design. Think about placeholder text like search here or disable button that's grayed out. If everything had maximum contrast, the screen would feel noisy and overwhelming. So here's the rule of thumb. Important stuff like body text, buttons, links must meet WCAG standards. Supporting stuff like hints, footnotes, or decorative text can be softer as long as it's still visible. So contrast isn't just about black versus white, it's about helping people know where to look, what to do, and how to read without effort. Think of WCAG as safety net that keeps your design accessible, and think of subtle contrast as your creative tool to build hierarchy and style. If this video helped you understand contrast in simple way, hit like, subscribe and let me know in the comments. Have you ever struggled with low contrast design before? Until next time, keep designing, stay creative.